The Scaffolding Code of Practice 2021 is an approved Queensland Code of Practice under Section 274 of the Work Health and Safety Act 2011. This video explains only the 8 approved claims. It is Queensland guidance with jurisdiction-specific application, not Australia-wide binding law. The abstract scaffold-like grid is education only, never a compliant design. The code identifies scaffolding hazards, including electric lines, plant and traffic, mixed components, falls, falling objects, collapse, unauthorized alteration, ground conditions, manual tasks, fire and explosion. The animation groups those words. It does not assess a real site, select controls, or show a safe arrangement. Generic symbols are not design, engineering, or inspection evidence. Where multiple duty holders share responsibility for a scaffolding safety matter, they must consult, cooperate, and coordinate their activities so far as is reasonably practicable. Separate duty holder nodes connect to one shared matter. The diagram does not allocate project roles. It shows only the approved coordination claim, without adding a contract, handover process, license rule, or site instruction. People exposed to risks from scaffolding work must receive information and training specific to the scaffold being used, including its tasks, controls, and safe procedures. Those parts stay together on screen. A completed training card is not proof that duties are complete. Implementation, consultation, training, controls, records, and evidence remain necessary. The code identifies scaffold plans, WHS management plans, and SWMS for high-risk construction activities as tools for safely planning and managing scaffold work. 3 generic document shells appear. They are not real plans or SWMS. They contain no design, erection, loading, access, alteration, dismantling, engineering, emergency, or site-specific instructions. Under the Queensland Code, work on scaffolds is high-risk construction work, where it involves a risk of a person falling more than 2 meters. And a SWMS must address the work, hazards, controls, implementation, monitoring, and review. This exact Queensland context is not a universal Australian threshold. The generic sequence is educational only, not a completed or site-specific SWMS. The Queensland Code calls for a scaffold plan for scaffolding work above 4 meters, measured from the top working platform to the ground. That wording and measurement context remain together. The ruler supplies no site dimension or technical instruction. It is not a scaffold plan, engineering check, handover, or approval for a real scaffold. In Queensland, specified scaffolds from which a person or thing can fall more than 4 meters must be inspected by a competent person before use, after an incident or repairs, and at least every 30 days. Every part stays visible in its Queensland context. The checkpoints are not an inspection certificate, scaffold tag, or completed evidence. Together, the approved claims connect hazards, shared duty holder coordination, scaffold-specific information and training, planning tools, the Queensland SWMS context, the scaffold plan context, and specified inspections. The sequence is educational only. It does not decide how a scaffold should be designed, erected, loaded, accessed, altered, dismantled, or engineered on a real site. Documents do not automatically complete operational WHS duties. Implementation, consultation, training, controls, records, and evidence remain necessary. The cards separate from the implementation rail to make that limitation clear. BlueSafe does not guarantee absence of injury, exposure, enforcement action, audit findings, or legal consequences. Nothing shown is a handover, tag, certificate, SWMS, or completed evidence. Your next step, ensure your Queensland scaffolding meets approved Queensland Code of Practice. Consult, cooperate, and coordinate with competent persons. Scaffolds more than 2 meters, above 4 meters from the top working platform to the ground, require specific scaffolds. Reviewed at least every 30 days. Local requirements vary, operational duties remain necessary. The final call to action, check compliance and confirm your scaffolding safety today. Information is current as at 7 August 2026. Local requirements vary, so check current regulator material for the jurisdiction where the work occurs. This orientation does not exhaustively cover every scaffold type, engineering situation, license class, or site arrangement. Project-specific documents should reflect the actual design, work, workforce, site conditions, and coordination arrangements. Generic visuals do not provide those decisions. Remember the approved Queensland sequence, listed hazards, consult, cooperate, and coordinate, scaffold-specific information and training, planning tools, and the exact Queensland 2-meter, 4-meter, and 30-day contexts. Local requirements vary. Check current regulator material. Generic visuals and documents do not complete operational duties. Implementation, consultation, training, controls, records, and evidence remain necessary. No guarantees. Get started free. https://app.bluesafeonline.com.au/register